Mascara streaked her cheeks, hair tangled, eyes red and swollen. For a moment, I barely recognized her. She looked smaller, fragile, like something inside her had already shattered beyond repair. When she saw me, she stood quickly, as if she'd been waiting for my footsteps all night. "Ethan," she whispered, her voice trembling. "Please, I messed up. Please just talk to me." I didn't answer. I only looked at her. The silence between us was heavier than any scream could have been. She started talking fast, desperate. It wasn't what it looked like. I mean, it was, but it didn't mean anything. "You've been so distant lately, and She stopped, realizing how empty her own excuses sounded. I walked past her, opened the closet, and pulled out a duffel bag. She reached out, but I stepped away. "Please," she begged softly.
"Say something. Anything."
I zipped the bag shut, and finally spoke. "I saw everything," I said quietly. "There's nothing left to say." Her face crumbled. Tears poured down as she dropped to her knees, whispering, No, please." I walked out, closing the door gently behind me. The night air felt strangely light, not freeing, not happy, just done. I drove to the lake we used to visit when we were young. The water shimmered under the moonlight, calm and endless. I thought about all the times we sat there dreaming about forever. Funny how forever can disappear in a single night. I didn't cry. I didn't rage. Just felt a quiet peace, the kind that comes when you stop fighting a storm that's already passed. Around midnight, I turned my phone back on. Dozens of messages flooded in. Her voice notes too, pleading, apologizing, begging. I didn't listen. I just let the phone sit face down. At dawn, I drove home, not to talk, just to collect what was left of my life. The door was unlocked. The house smelled faintly of perfume and stale wine. She was sitting at the kitchen table, still in last night's clothes, mascara smeared darker than before. The coffee pot was full, untouched. When she looked up, her eyes carried something new. Not guilt, fear. "Ethan," she said softly, voice cracking. "I didn't sleep. I kept waiting for you." I placed my keys on the counter, poured myself coffee, and leaned back. She watched every move like it meant something. "Say something," she whispered. "Anything." I took a sip and finally asked, "What do you want me to say? That I hate you? That I'll never forgive you?" Tears streamed down her face. "Just not silence. Please, Ethan." "You want honesty?" I asked. She nodded. "I stopped loving you," I said quietly, "the moment you laughed for another man the way you used to laugh for me." She gasped. "I made a mistake," she whispered. "No," I said, "a mistake is forgetting an anniversary. This was a choice." She broke down, sobbing. Then suddenly stood, voice cracking with anger. "You can't just walk away like none of this matters." I looked at her, really looked, and for the first time, I saw the stranger she'd become. "I already did," I said calmly. Her rage dissolved into panic. She clutched her chest, gasping for air. At first, I thought she was pretending, but then her body trembled, eyes wide with fear. "Sarah," I said, moving closer. "Breathe. Slow down." She shook her head, crying. I can't." I called an ambulance. They arrived fast. She'd had a severe panic attack, close to something worse. The doctor asked if I was family. I said I was. Then I walked out. The next morning, her mother called. She said Sarah hadn't stopped crying since. That she kept repeating, "He didn't yell. He didn't fight. He just left." A week later, a letter arrived. No excuses. Just one line that stayed with me. "You didn't punish me, Ethan. You let me see myself. And that's worse." I never replied. Some words don't need answers. Some stories don't need endings. Now, I still visit that lake sometimes. Sit on the hood of my truck, watch the ripples, and realize that peace doesn't always mean happiness. Sometimes it's just silence. I don't know where she is now. Maybe rebuilding, maybe still haunted. But I wake up, breathe, and know this. My silence wasn't weakness. It was closure. Because when love turns to noise, sometimes the loudest thing you can do is walk away without a sound.